This is your host, Danny, and this is Do You Know from English Plus Podcast. Our episode today is about black holes. But before we start, let me proudly announce the launch of English Plus Magazine. English Plus Magazine is out. It is a weekly magazine that you can get if you become a patron of English Plus on Patreon. The link is in the description. And this is not everything. When you become a patron of English Plus, you will also have access to all our premium episodes. If you're just interested in the premium episodes and you prefer to subscribe using Apple Podcasts, you can do that as well. You can subscribe there and have access to all our premium episodes. And now, without further ado, let's start our Do You Know episode for today. Black holes are some of the strangest things in space. A black hole sucks in anything that gets near it. Nothing can escape from a black hole, not even light. Nothing escapes from a black hole because its gravity is so strong. Gravity is a force that pulls one thing to another. Gravity is the force that holds you down on Earth. When you jump up, Earth's gravity pulls you right back down. Earth's gravity also makes the moon orbit Earth. The more matter that is packed in a star, planet, moon, or other object, the stronger is its gravity. Gravity makes an object with more matter pull an object with less matter toward it. The sun has a lot of more matter than Earth. The sun's gravity pulls on Earth. It makes Earth orbit the sun. Matter is packed very tightly in some things and loosely in others. The matter that makes up an iron ball is packed much tighter than the matter that makes up a bag of feathers. Scientists would say that an iron ball is much denser than a bag of feathers. A black hole is denser than anything you could imagine. A black hole could have 1,000,000 times more stuff than our sun. All of this stuff would be packed into an area smaller than a city. The force of gravity from so much stuff packed into such a small area is awesome. So where do black holes come from? Astronomers and physicists think black holes come from dying stars. A dying star burns out and stops shining. All the stuff that makes up the star starts falling in on itself. The star gets denser and denser. If the star is big enough and has enough matter, it could get dense enough to become a black hole. But then how do we study black holes if they're kind of impossible to come even near them? Actually, no one has really seen a black hole. You cannot see black holes because they do not give off any kind of light. Physicists used math to predict that black holes exist. Astronomers look for signs of black holes. Astronomers study powerful rays coming from stars in deep space. The stars seem to be orbiting black holes. Astronomers think that black holes are sucking gas from the stars, and this makes the stars give off X-rays. Galaxies are enormous groups of stars. Astronomers think that most galaxies have huge black holes at their centers. The Hubble Space Telescope took pictures of a disk of hot gases at the center of our own Milky Way galaxy. Astronomers think this disk is going around an enormous black hole right in the center of our galaxy. So that was everything I wanted to share with you about black holes. And that is our Do You Know episode for today. I hope you like it. I hope you learned things in it that you didn't know about before. Let me remind you again, if you want to have access to our premium episodes, you have two ways. You can subscribe on Apple Podcasts and you can become a patron of English Plus Podcast on Patreon. And if you decide to become a patron, you will also receive every issue of our weekly English Plus magazine. Now, with that being said, let me thank you very much for listening to another episode from English Plus Podcast. This is your host, Danny. I will see you next time.